Hey, how are y'all doing today? My name is Smokey, and welcome back to another life story. In today's life story, y'all, it's actually about the time my buddy and I almost got fucking abducted. I actually also started playing a new game too. This is threw on some gameplay of the finals, dude. I've been loving this game. This game is actually really good. It's like a combination of kind of like a little bit of movement from Apex Legends, almost like a little bit of Siege and Overwatch as well. Dude, this game's fucking great. It's currently in open beta. If you get a chance, check it out. I think I think it's already over, but it's supposed to be released some point later this year. Highly recommend this game. But anyway, let's get back to the story. So I was roughly about, I think 17 or 18 years old at the time, and it was like roughly about in winter. I remember it was fucking cold. I had actually returned back home to visit. And so I texted my buddy and I'm like, yo, like, you down to hang out or something? He's like, yeah. But the only thing is, I just got to pick up a washer for my ex-girlfriend's sister. Do you mind helping me out with that? I said, nah, dude, not at all. It gives me a chance, just kind of catch up and, kind of chill. I guess at the time, he was trying to get back in his girlfriend's graces by kind of helping out his sister. So that's kind of friend I had. He's a really good guy. But anyway, so we meet up at my old high school. We hop in his truck and we start driving. We get the address from like the ex-girlfriend's sister, and it's like, oh, it's this place. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, we're trooping along, just driving through town, and we get to this address, and it's a fucking vacant lot. I shit you not. The first address that we got sent was just, I was expecting to like see a house or something. Nope. It's just a fucking patch of dirt and a fence. It's just a full-on vacant lot. Already not so snazzy vibes kind of going on right now. Not great times. This kind of leads up to kind of just explains the day of kind of what we were already going through. Finally get the other address and be like, oh, and we texted her. We texted this girl and we're like, yo, this place is a vacant lot. The fuck you trying to send us? Like, you got the address wrong, Holmes. And she's like, oh, my bad. So she sent us a new address. I'm like, oh, okay. So, we go back driving around and we finally get to this, like, I'm trying to like figure out how to describe it. It's the only way I could describe it. I've never seen this before at all in my town, but it was like some just fucking back alley. There was some like just back alley and apartment. I mean, I didn't like grow up in like a really big town, but I also didn't grow up in a really good town either. But I've just, in my entire time of living there, I've never actually seen like this kind of building. It's just like it was a back alley. I'm sure this is like not foreign to like some of y'all like live in bigger cities and stuff like that, but for me, we never really saw stuff like that. We kind of go in there, we're like, hey, how you doing? We're just here to pick up the washer. And they're like, oh, okay. And so we're just kind of making small talk. And oh, by the way, this part of town that I was in, really shady spot. Really shitty spot of town. This is actually the same spot of town. I almost got fucking mugged. I literally bought a fucking GameCube. I almost got mugged, but that's another story for a different day. So we walk in, we say hello. We're here to pick up the washer, and I thought it was gonna be like a really quick transaction of like, here's the money, take the washer, get the fuck out. Because I was already not in a very like, I was not feeling very great about this experience. I already kind of had a little bit of skepticism, a little bit of shadiness going on. I was a little worried. But so we're just sitting there talking about the washer, and then all of a sudden she just kind of makes a comment of, well, whenever I plug in my toaster, my power goes out. My buddy's like, well, that's strange. And my buddy goes, but I'm an electrician. And I'm like, dude, why the fuck would you say that? I'm just trying to get this shit and leave. But he looks at her and he asks her, he's like, well, where's your fuse box? He's like, I could take a look at it for you. I can't guarantee I'm gonna be able to fix anything, but I can see what I can do. Like I said, it's just the type of dude that he was. He's a really nice guy, do anything for you. The next words that came out of her mouth are fucking chilling to the bone. It's a little hard to get to, but pretty much all you have to do is there's a refrigerator in the kitchen, and you just have to pull out the refrigerator, and then behind the refrigerator there's a set of stairs, and it just goes down to the basement. This woman, her fuse box was behind her. It was in the basement. To get to the basement, you had to pull out the refrigerator. Behind the refrigerator, there was a set of stairs. Does this sound like a good idea? What does my buddy do? What does he do? He looks at her, he goes, oh, okay. The fuck you mean okay? Whoa. Homie, have you never seen a single fucking horror movie in your life? I am trying not to get abducted, not to die. So he like starts going over there. I sure as shit ain't fucking sitting here with this like older woman. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her, but like I just had sketchy ass vibes. And she was probably like in her 50s. She also had a boyfriend that had also came down, partially when we were like talking. I'm not about that. I'm not about to like be stuck in a shady ass part of town in the upstairs with these just two random ass fucking people off fucking Facebook Marketplace on my buddies downstairs in the basement after he pulled out a freezer. No thanks. So I end up going with him. And we go down these stairs. And we get, it's almost like a crawl space. Like, I wouldn't even categorize it as like a basement, dude. A basement is like too luxurious of a word to describe where we were. We were in hell. That's where we were at. Like, we get down the stairs. And he's looking at a fuse box. And I look at him and I go, dude, have you never seen a fucking horror movie? What are you doing? He's like, well, I'm like, pull out the freezer. There's a set of stairs. None of that seems sketchy to you. And he goes, oh, maybe a little. Maybe a little. It's too late now, trooper. We're in too far, baby. So he looks at it for a little bit, and we end up getting back upstairs. And he kind of tells her, well, you know, it could be this or it could be this. Your super probably just has fucking shitty ass wiring for this like apartment. Because I guess the wiring is fucking shoddy. And he's like, yeah, this could start an electrical fire. So not great there on that aspect either. We finally get like that just done. And at this point, I'm like really fucking ready to leave. Like, I'm not about it. We give her the money and we pick up the washer. I'm just trying to get out. We pick up this washer, the kind of like the hose on top of the washer kind of like fell, and it just starts dumping water all over this poor woman's floor. I've kind of felt bad, but at the same time, I want to leave. I want to get out. And so we pick up the washer, we get it out, and we put it up on his Ford Ranger, and we start driving. I look at him, and I'm like, dude, we are never doing that again. I am trying not to die. I come back to this fucking town maybe a couple times a year, and you were trying to get me unalived up in this bitch. But pretty much after that, it was pretty chill until I got back to the car. And then as I start driving to go back to my mom's house, I get a phone call. And she's like, Smokey, I need you here now. But she's whispering. And that's all I'll tell you right now. That's another story for another day. There is a part 2 to this video. I will put that out there in a little bit. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, as well as I hope y'all enjoyed the gameplay of the finals. Really, really good game. Highly recommend it. Can't wait for it to come out later this year. But as always, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to come chill and spend some time with me. That means so much to me. Y'all have no idea. Y'all take care. Y'all be safe. I will catch y'all in the next one. Smokey out.
Press